What's up guys, it's USA Specialist, and DICE has forced me to make this video. A few weeks ago, I was working on a video where I was going to talk about how much better Battlefield 2042 has become, how I'm having fun with friends almost every night, how fans have returned, how the devs have made the game better week after week, how the game, even from a critic's perspective, has improved, and how the franchise should be setting itself up for success as Marcus Leto just met with the team in Europe. But instead, DICE has ruined all that positive press, as they once again went on a totally unprompted rampage against some of their biggest fans. As we all remember, last week Enders was banned from the game, Ghost Gaming was suddenly dropped from the creators program after 10 years, and even smaller accounts like OG Smurf on Twitter have been blocked by the community managers for raising concerns about hackers in Battlefield 5. Battlefield 2042 was on a hot streak, and after almost 2 years of chaos, it's a game that I'm willing to recommend at this point. We've seen the dev team really put effort into this game, and we've even seen EA double down on the franchise. Large content creators are posting about the game again, and even COD players like FaZe Jev are giving Battlefield 2042 praise. Battlefield is in the best position it's been in at least the last 2 years, yet DICE couldn't help themselves. The team had just won back a lot of good faith with the players, and now was a good time for them to sit down where they could have apologized, spoken about what they learned, and as we look towards the next game, simply be transparent on what their vision is. We all know Battlefield 2042 isn't meant to last very much longer, so for DICE to take a moment, reflect on their journey, and talk about how they stood with us much longer than any of us really ever expected could have been really nice. We know this game is coming to a close sooner than later, and to wrap this game up with a positive send-off, understanding it was a failure that hopefully everybody learned from, is what I was hoping DICE would begin to do. But instead, DICE has once again inflicted damage to their own product and their own brand by overreaching and starting shit that they didn't have to. If you feel the bans for people like Enders are warranted, then why didn't they happen years ago? If the devs were being attacked, where was this enforcement of the community guidelines when the game was released? DICE for some reason has waited until we were the happiest we've been with them in years and then decided that they needed to ruin it. And as a content creator and as a fan, it's exhausting. I was ready to make a video talking about the rise of Battlefield 2042 and how it walked so hopefully the next title can run. But instead I'm here making content about how I could get banned because DICE's PR could see my criticism as a threat. I honestly think higher powers at DICE believe they need to get the community under control, quote unquote, before they start talking about the next game, and this was the beginning of that agenda. DICE knows they can't continue to fuck up the franchise, and they're setting a precedent now to show that they will ban and silence the community if we say anything they don't like moving forward. It's a massive shame because Battlefield 2042 is now a ton of fun. It's far from a perfect game and way lighter on content than it should be, but the moment-to-moment gameplay, sandbox, rotating game modes, crossplay, and seasonal model are really enjoyable. I play almost every day with friends, and while we know the game isn't what it could have been, we hope to see that it's the final lesson that DICE and EA need in order to get it together in the next title. And I wish DICE would show that they have learned from these failures instead of ruining their goodwill on a seemingly annual cycle. But guys, drop those comments below and tell me if you think DICE has learned their lesson, or if they're just acting like it and they'll just continue to screw things up in the future. For everything else Battlefield, stay tuned and subscribe, and as always, thank you guys for watching.